Alright, sorry about the delay, guys. Oh, there you go. That's why there's a delay, because I can't get it to fucking work. I have no idea what's going on with it, but the game got updated again, so everything's fucking broken again. I don't even know what's broken, that's the worst thing. I'm gonna have to go through and figure out what's broken. Which is always fun, but anyway. The really annoying thing is this game takes about 4 fucking minutes to start with this many mods. It's really fucking irritating. I have an idea. I'm gonna have to get the logs of the game. Oh right, they're stored in fucking... logs. Right, the latest log. What's crashing then? I have no idea. Let's see, this is what keeps happening. Fallback settings, like, bro, it's... I don't know what mod it is, though. It's very baseless information. Alright, hold up. I have a plan. I really want to mute this game, it's really annoying me. Keeps fucking going all the way back up. Alright, hold up. Mods, yes. What is this for? What mod is that? I need to find out what mod is that. K45WE. What the fuck even is that? That's the one that keeps having issues. Alright, I'll tell you how I find out. Oh, it's long though. I have to delete it from the folder. Let me just... Right. Right everywhere. Oh my god, it's right everywhere. Ah, that makes sense. Yo, hold up. That probably hasn't been updated yet. Let me see if someone made an unofficial update somewhere. Bro, it's just not even showing up. Dude. Is it no longer needed or something? But I swear mods rely on it, I'm sure they do. This mod. Last updated, yeah. Not in time for the update. Yeah, remove. Alright, so apparently the only thing that relies on is some vehicles that I'm not even using. Where are they? Is there any others? This one as well. Alright, that should be it. Have to restart. Please work this time. That was what the log error was though, so whatever that problem was will be fixed now. Right, anyway, it always takes long to get fixed. Right, just bear with us, guys. I'm gonna get this sorted out and started, and then we'll be back. Hey, we made it. Let's go. Alright, look, it always takes a little bit of debugging, but we made it in. Let's do this. In fact, there's one thing I need to do on this computer. Alright, let's go. And we can actually get into the game now. Apologies for the delay, guys. But we will be back up and running very, very shortly. Bro, what's going on? Okay, so then there's also one more thing I need to change. Hold up. Alright, just one thing I need to do real quick. Is to just go here. Okay, that's good. Now I get an accurate audio of how everyone else hears it as well. Cool. All sorted, guys. Let's go. Yep, didn't mess up my audio. At least I don't think it did. Right, good to go. Let me just quickly disable this now. Let's do this. Let's get back in where we left off. So it's been a while since we've been in the city. Game's had an update. Bike paths are now a thing. I think anyway. Where is it? It should be. Yeah, bicycle path. Huh. Yeah, there's shit ton of paths to be honest. Damn. Okay. Little piers. No way. Alright, cool, nice. What about the roads? Is there any roads with them? I don't see any roads with cycle lanes integrated. What, are they all segregated? Interesting. Oh wait. 4-lane highway bikes pedestrian route. Yeah, but where's the roads with the bike stuff? Or do you just like... No. Then I don't get it. Is there no built-in? I thought they would have built-in ones. Okay. Maybe it's done like this. Yeah, it is. No way. Yeah, hold on. But you can't do a proper segregated cycle lane unless you draw it alongside. I mean, technically, I guess that's what they do in real life. But bro, all the buildings are not gonna exist, and it's gonna make no sense. Bro. But you can do it. It's possible. Right, I'm also forgetting my camera. So sorry about that, but I'm here. Let's go. So what was the crazy issue we're having over here with the traffic? Let's see what's going on. It's bad. It's not that bad considering what it's dealing with. It's practically everything in the city's coming through here. Bro, what is this? I forgot about these scuff bridges here. What is that, bro? Alright, yo, I think this whole area needs a bit of a redesign. We could do with a flyover here, I think. That does mean we're gonna lose a lot of businesses along this road, though. It's gonna go here and here. Won't be needing those, and this will get rebuilt as a better road. Alright, let's get the I don't know, let's get a bigger road. Let's get a 6-lane just to future proof. I'll put some cycle lanes and stuff in here as well, why not? Where are they? Right, yes, cycle lanes, cycle lane. Oh, it won't let me do it? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. There you go. But I like the way there's like literally no way for them to go this way. It's like, yo, you can only go this way. Nah. And pavement for you because of the bus stop. Alright, let me see. Is that gonna make sense? I think it will. So we're gonna bring this road over. It's gonna be this sort of road here. It's not already that tight though. I'm gonna have to change it. Bridge has to go. Alright. It's only a small flyover, but flyover nonetheless. That way it can kind of separate that traffic out instead of everybody causing absolute chaos there. I was gonna say, wasn't there a road here? But yeah, I remember I moved it down. This is also why this junction's dealing with a hell of a lot of traffic. It should now speed things up a bit though. Also, we'll need to be changing this. Alright, I need to quickly put in a custom phase here. So let's do first phase is just pedestrians. That way then everybody gets to cross over. And then this phase, how did I have this set up? So it's a left turn only. That's a yield. That one straight and that one straight. Alright, cool, but this will need to be increased duration. Alright, so I'm gonna keep the left turns in. Actually, maybe not. Straight over. Alright, so this, something like that. That should do okay anyway. Is that all the phases? I'm just trying to think. It should be. It should be all that's needed. We eliminate a lot of the work because of the right turns being gone. It's also meaning we get a lot of traffic coming back round, but it's not the end of the world. This phase, yeah, we should have the left there as well. What's going on here? Is that saying the bus stops don't have a bus stop anymore? Okay, yo, put one back. What's it moaning about, bro? Bro, these roads don't exist. Like, they're literally not there anymore, mate. Gone. I forgot I messed up the whole network at one point. It's just kind of what happens, I guess. Bro, it's so bad. It needs a complete rework now. But anyway, the bus network will get dealt with in due time. This is still need big fixes, and it's just not coming together. This road is way too busy. It shouldn't be this busy. You have this whole road to go across the city, bro. You know what? Do I just say enough is enough and separate it altogether? I could just do that. Seeing as we're changing the bus layout anyway. Just get rid of that whole connection altogether. You don't need the traffic lights anymore there. I'll need to rework the lane connections a bit. Where is it? Right, there you go. That works. Because we want people to start using this road more. They don't need to be using this. Creating mad gridlock, bro. We have a whole road system set for people to be using, and they're just using the other ones. Nah, man. Not anymore, you know. It makes more sense like this, but even still I find that it doesn't make that much sense. This needs to be replaced with a proper sort of interchange. So what on earth is going on here? Alright, so that's... yeah, this is a little bit confusing, but I'll figure it out. So we got this. This can just do the easy thing and just go straight there. See, the issue with this, these have to connect. Like they both have to connect to this small road here. And then this have to connect on this side, which is fine, but then getting over to here is a bit of a tricky one. I'm gonna have to do something a little bit sneaky to get this to work. It should, in theory, be possible. Don't lie to me. It's like too steep. How? Come on. Come on. It's not that steep, dude. Alright. So go back even more then. Do it from here. Alright. This time we will have enough for him, I believe. Bro, it's 63 meters. That's not that, bro. That's not unrealistic. Game, I'm making it work. Cause you tell me I can't, so I say screw you. There you go. Right. I also don't need to be going that way there. That's exactly as I planned it, apart from we need to change this. That has to be 3 here coming off. Alright, 3. And then this one has to become 4. Like that. I'll bring this back through. Again, in a way that makes more sense. Alright. I think that's okay. Only issue is with people here, they're going to be crossing over, but they might not have to. They can go that way, worst case. Let's sort this out again. So 2 left lanes, 2 straight lanes. That'll be a right. And wait, yeah, that'll be a right. Oh yeah, it has to be anyway. Alright, well, that makes sense for me, I guess. Apart from this. Alright, let me just remove these 2. Then we're good. I'm happy with that. And then I'm just gonna get rid of the traffic lights. See how it goes. It's not much different than how it was, but it is improved slightly. We should have slightly improved traffic flow, but we'll see. I don't quite like how this is coming out here. That's a bit better. Yeah, I can deal with that. So this gives connections in all directions. That's good. I guess I have to count this as part of the A2 to make any sense. Cool. And then this one as well. Should do all of these. Alright, much better. Now I got these 2 to do, damn it. And then this is actually M1. Bro, it's such a crazy junction. But it works. It does work. Also, cutting that traffic flow was probably the best idea I had. Because it's so much better now, dude. What the difference is night and day. You can actually just see there's just so much better. Even over here is smoother. We got a lot of people using this exit. Why is this so fucking busy? What are these lot doing? Waiting for pedestrians by the looks of it. Not on this side, guys. Why is everyone going down here though? Did I not solve that issue? I did, but it must not have saved. Oh, yo, okay. Yo, listen. Oh wait, there's a fucking traffic light. Yo, you know what? I don't... This is the problem. If I knew there was a traffic light, it would have made so much sense, but it's slowing everyone down that's trying to get through here. It's already a slow road as it is. In fact, I'm going to improve the waiting for these people here. Of course, I'll need anarchy. gonna be a full-blown street at this section. Alright, yeah, it's much better now. Bro, how fast them built. God damn. I just don't understand how the A120 is so smooth compared to everything else. It's so weird because this road has been the busiest road since we started, like 600 cars an hour. It's always been, and I don't understand how this has no problems, but that road there with like half the traffic always has issues. And I get there was a lot more places for it to intersect, but still, it was kind of ridiculous. A little bit nuts. Also, I am seeing if I ever want to upgrade in this direction, I'll need a road here. So, I'm gonna place said road. In fact, that's gonna do just fine. I might even downgrade it. Works just fine, right? What is that, mixed housing? Alright, let's get some mixed housing here for you. I'm gonna remove the crosswalks going across here and the lights. Why is this like this? Interesting. So it's broken. Very, very fucking broken. Okay. Love that. How does that make any sense? But apparently that makes more sense to have a dip in the bridge. So you go and just go boom, boom, boom every time. It's like a speed bump built into the damn road. Yeah, collapsed where you don't have a road and you won't be getting a road. It became the M1. You don't see this? See, that's interesting. I didn't realize I severed this road too. I guess it made sense because of the way that this whole area got redesigned. That is giving me an idea though. It's probably a terrible one. Let me see something. That might not be a terrible idea. It might just be a good one. Smooth that corner out, and I think And I think we may have... What was this called now? I don't even know. You know what? It's a busy road. It's A12. That's your new name. A12, mate. And yeah. There's another connection. That replaces the one that was here. So, I mean, if people still need that connection at the top of the city, they can use it, just a different way. It doesn't... It's weird, because this massive junction kind of changed everything. Bro. It's a little bit over the top, to be honest, but hey. This whole part of the city is just encapsulated in the damn junction. Good thing about this now, though, is that I could even give these guys a direct connection there, but I don't actually think I'm going to. I think I'm going to give a little bit of mixed housing here on this main road. Fill in the gaps there a little bit. Well, you're gonna struggle to find a path because there is no path, boss. The bus lines are super bad now, but it's because we've cut a lot of cross-city connections, like there was one here as well. But that was also causing absolute mayhem. That's why the A2 got introduced, and now that's where everyone should drive. The whole point is like dual layer and everything, bro. Don't you see this? This is sick, bro. What do you mean? So I never ever do stuff like this either. It's very rare to see me ever do anything like this. I think it's cool though. It's a shame I can't. Oh, there you go. Now I can. Just trying to get off the main road surface. These ones are tolerable. This is pretty busy. A121 is really busy actually. Well, at least up until this junction. I guess because everyone's joining the A120 here, bro. Why is it still so busy? It's interesting. I don't get what makes it so busy. I guess it's because everyone has to come down here to do a U-turn from that. Oh no, actually not anymore, they don't, because I changed it and I gave it kind of like highway level kind of access to the docks, so I guess not. I definitely need to think about how I'm gonna deal with this area though. I think this is gonna get a major upgrade on road size. Just because coming from here, I think, just looking at it now, that it's just not going to be enough. It's going to have like way more traffic pushed down it now. This is going to become a feeder road as well, which it was never intended for. It is what it is. I mean, it started off as this little road. What's going on with this as well? Wait, is this still A120? This could do with a bigger roundabout here for sure. People crossing is a problem, but there's not really much I can do about that. I can do something on this one. This is a bridge there, but on the others, not really. I think that's the majority of the problem, you know. Alright. Let's redesign this. So the problem with this section of the A120 is with how it's connected. Really, it should be a direct connection across to the M12 over here. And the M12 will have to give slip roads in either direction. We'll redesign this so it's a direct highway to highway connection. Which means we're going to need proper junctions too, which is going to have to be dealt with. Yeah, classic T in this section. But it does take up a bunch of room. With that. I mean, technically we don't even need this because we have this whole connection with A121. So wait, hold on, even scratch that. Maybe I just removed that connection altogether. It's an old connection anyway. It was only ever designed as like a temporary measure, and then it ended up staying as everything temporary always does. Hey, it is what it is. Let's get rid of that connection, and we can make this much neater over here. Right, so. Get this all the way connected. Alright, so much simpler there, but they still have access in all connections to my knowledge. Though I'm not entirely sure. They should do through the other roads anyway. Pretty certain they'll be able to find a way along a vast network of highways, which has now lost part of it, but we don't need it. It's just overcomplicating stuff. Alright, let's see how things run without that road altogether. These guys are slightly isolated now, so we do need a connection. Alright, I have a plan. Sometimes it's not always better to go for a highway type connection, so we're gonna go down into a normal type road. Why is this down 10 meters, right? So let's connect this back. Alright. Let's see if it improves at all over here. It should do. Should have much better traffic flow between these two places. This road is way busy actually. The A222 is a bit too busy. Yeah, this is actually not even part of that anymore. Okay, you know what? Because of that, we actually don't need the A222 either. This connection was only to make sure there was an A-road connection, but technically we already have one, so it's not needed. Disconnect it. It's causing traffic chaos. Alright, and now we need to get water and electricity sorted out for those. Oh, it's just sewage and water, right? Cool. Should majorly help our traffic flow. Although they do need some form of entrance at the top here, which they don't have. I remember we had one here though, it didn't go so well. Alright, maybe what I do is I'll pull this road back a bit and we'll rebuild it a little bit back. This whole area is getting demolished to make way for a little bit of highway access down the bottom here. It's fine, we'll get into some new property soon. We actually lost quite a bit of people from that. Like a damn lot. But it's cool. Well, too many pedestrians. Gotta give them bridges, man. And you get rid of the crosswalks. Alright, so time to alleviate some traffic issues. Alright, let's do this. So, let me think about this. Alright, so we should bring traffic back on here. I have to cut that street back because it's gonna cause mayhem. I know it. I just fucking know it. Dude, why? Alright, why? You come out fucking horrendous, dude. Right, we're rebuilding the whole damn road. From here. Right, we good? Let's hope. So that's that side dealt with. Now we need to do the same for over that side. Go down lower than that. Something like this. I low-key got designing this a bit, but anyway. That's cool. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's not the best connection, but they have connection now. People are using it. It's good. I'd honestly expect to see less people using this particular section anyway, but it'd be interesting to see if anybody does try to use it. If not, I might just remove it. Anyone at all? No takers? I don't think so. Okay. Then in that case, and then somebody uses. Alright, so it will be used by people. Okay, thank you. This should give a little bit of capacity to this area without causing complete chaos. There was issues before down here. Do I dare reconnect these two? I'm gonna try it and just hope for the best. People should still choose to use this connection anyway, it's way faster. They might see that this is shorter length. That's the problem with it. This is fine, but we need a major rebuild of this area. Just thinking about what I want to do. I think I have a rough idea. Let's chuck a roundabout down here. Is that a good or a bad idea? Probably a terrible idea. If I'm honest, that's a bad idea, isn't it? What if I can just... It might not be that bad of an idea. We'll see how it goes over time though. When we start building over here it might cause some issues, but we're gonna see. Right, let's think about this logically. You get one like this, and then just a little to cover that rest of the space there. Should move that up as well, so it just covers that. Alright, cool. And then this side, I'm gonna do a similar sort of thing. So this is gonna be all housing, because we are in need of housing. Like dire need of housing. I'll get some medium density in here, I think. So I'm gonna stick all the medium density kind of at the back of each section, and then I think after that let's get some detached UK housing around. It needs a road on the other side. Interesting. I can just do this now. At least that deals with that issue. Why not? We'll get some row housing down as well. That should be enough for now. I'm gonna add a medium roundabout here too. They're gonna need something there. Right. Hopefully now this should be pretty good. This little section. I tried keeping all the connections off the A120 just because it is such a main road where the A222 is not really doing anything anymore. Since we severed its connection because it was destroying my traffic flow. We have much better connections here now though. It's actually looking way better, like, dude, it's quiet. And that's good. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. I think even the funny thing is, all these businesses down here are gonna get closed and replaced because this area layout and focus has changed a lot since it was initially built. So I'm just gonna get rid of the zoning for this section altogether. Why don't I just do it the fast way? Don't worry about this little section up here, that's fine. Just paint that back in. The rest of it, go, get out of there, man. I think we're gonna redesign this little section here by the stadium. Could do with a little bit of TLC. What is this? Post office. Just put that on the main road here. But it says you can do that for a tunnel now. Interesting. Well, you can't have cycle lanes and grass, dude. Come on. Right, I need to also upgrade this little bit here, and then I do have a plan for this little area. It's going to be separated but connected via paths and stuff, so I'm going to just set this up. Why not? It's the triangle, mate. Quite literally is a triangle. The middle was too raised to do anything with. I can build over here though. The triangle. Let's go. So creative, I know. Why is there still a road underground here? Alright, cool. So the plan is using the new paths wherever the new paths are. Right, pavement path. I'm actually gonna do the pavement directly like this, and then the cycle path will come off from the end of this. Just need to move. It looks a bit iffy, but whatever. Now the triangle's gonna need to have 4 bicycle paths, at least around this whole piece here, and then why not we'll do this section too. And then might as well make it cycle friendly as much as I can. You're telling me because it's overlapping? Nah, I can't upgrade it, bro. Go away, bro. Well, nothing wrong with it, mate. And you're chatting. This game loves to do that sometimes, but anyway. Alright. Trying to think of how I want to have my cycle network now through the rest of the city. I think the plan is bring them all onto over this section. How do I... Is that even a good idea? Probably not. Yeah, you know what? Alright, cool. I'm gonna do it like this. So they go between that. I mean, if they want, they can come down here and do this as well. But this way is gonna be built as like the main kind of route for them. Also, there is no route there, so I'm gonna get a route like that, and then from there. Oh, suck your mom, bro. Why do you crash when I'm in the middle of something, bro? What the f... Yo, it's pain. Not gonna lie, it's pain, bro. How you can do this? Emotional. Alright, we're gonna take a short break, guys, and we will resume. After the break, I'll give the game time to load and whatever. I don't know how much progress we're gonna have lost, but not much. I'm only doing cycle lanes anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But I will be back after the break, so see you guys after the break. Yo, I hate to break it to you, but we did not save at all. Why is my autosave disabled itself? So apparently my game reset its fucking settings. That's great. We love that. So we basically just wasted an hour. That's great. Looks like I have to do it all again. Woo, love that. But yeah, we'll still be back in 6 minutes. Alright, everyone. I decided that we should kind of start again. I know it's a bit of a rip, but like the other save is just kind of now. I could go back and fix it, but we already did that and then lost all the progress. So I can't be bothered to do it all again. So I'm gonna start fresh because I think that's the best option. So we start on a different map. I have a plan though. I want to make some form of like ring road. So I think I'm gonna do that down here. So I need to add some exits. I'm gonna have to build something custom. I want it fully free flowing, so I'm gonna have to do something a little bit custom. So I'm trying to build a good basis for a city now. Alright, so the plan is this is gonna keep going straight. I'm actually gonna raise this up as well onto a flyover. And then that way, when it comes to building over stuff, it shouldn't be too much an issue. And we gotta do the same thing all the way back. Alright, so it's about here, then it goes back down. Yep, nice. Alright, so that's that side done. But I need to connect this in both directions. So it's gonna need some extension. Straight away, just do something like this. Ease it up and down both sides. Alright, so I might not need one of those actually. Oh well. Bring this back down. Alright. And then do the same thing in this direction. So it just goes down there. I mean, it's a little bit of a sharp turn for a highway. It definitely is. But I feel like it makes sense, and then we'll obviously have to do something on this side too. Right, those two. Alright, cool, so it's gonna be about here. Alright, so we're going from here straight there, and then this one's gonna be a little bit more tricky. It's gonna have to go under. let's keep it underneath to like here and then go up from here. Alright, and now just need to make these gradual so people have a little bit more room to merge. Alright, and then that's now a free-flowing road. Gonna also need to do the same thing here. Apart from that, mess this one up. Alright, so back like this. Yeah, I think that works. And then that's kind of like a whole ring road there. Just got to connect the last pieces. Yeah, that works for me. And then we'll need to get junctions whenever we want to, you know, split off anywhere, but hey. Cool. So the plan is, I think our first sort of area we're going to build is near this junction here, which is going to get replaced with a proper junction, not this shite. This is terrible. Looks cool, it just functions like crap. So it's gonna get torn out. Don't want none of that. Also, this has to get torn out. Roundabout junction isn't much better, to be honest, but it does give us that extra access, and I think it should be fine for the time being. You just merge. Why did you merge? To make this more normal. So right now it's not looking good. Maybe I'll just keep it as it was. That makes sense though. Not gonna lie. That makes some more sense, I can't lie. Let me do these as well. Let's get this all connected properly. Cool. And then that gives us our little road connection coming off this way. And then I can put this to split down into a normal road. Like this. And then from there, I'll have a roundabout on the end of it. Split off into our bigger roads, which will then feed the rest of where we're gonna build. And just get this laid out. Alright, cool. So it's a basic layout for the start, but we are gonna need better connections immediately. Possibly a connection over here. I can arrange that. Just has to be set up correctly. Alright, cool. So that actually gives us a little bit more room too, as we're relocating the highway slightly south. Oh shit, alright. I fucked up. I can't even undo it. It's not that hard to replicate though. It's cool. Let me just redraw this. It's now flat and straight on this side. Well, we can sort that though. Just go boom, 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 just like that. And now it's back to being a roundabout. Alright, so interesting. So over here, this all has to go and all this has to go. Up here, these two bits have to go. What's gonna happen is now we're gonna go into the road like this. Trying to think about where other roads are probably going to come off from there. This could actually be used better than this. Should actually get a full connection going through. Alright. Let's raise this up a bit. Alright, so could even potentially upgrade these with like hey. Well, now we got a highway bridge, which is nice. Alright, so I think we stick to keeping this as a dual carriageway type thing, and we'll get some junctions in. I think a roundabout interchange would work nicely with the space we have, but alright, let's figure this out. So this one, this side, that's the thing over here, and then we just go one further back like that. Yeah, this works for me because now we can get this smaller road to go off and connect into that roundabout there, and then that will make up one main connection over there. Obviously the highway's gonna get reconnected too, but we're gonna build this as like, it's a dual carriageway, but it's built like a motorway. Happens in real life too, believe it or not, but anyway, because this is 3 lanes, I'm just gonna upgrade the whole thing to 3 lanes. Alright, so that's that reconnected. Okay, cool. That's one of those done. Gonna need to get another sort of junction in up here. Alright, so I think now this lower connection is going to stay as like a highway type connection, like this higher one won't. So it gives a faster connection at the bottom. We'll do a similar thing up here, but in reverse to kind of balance it out type shit. But anyway, alright, let's keep this going. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have roundabouts acceptable on this road just because it's not separated. It's still technically a single carriageway, even though it's 4 lanes. this way. It's the best of both worlds, being faster yet still technically a lesser connection. I'm going to move the roundabout down to match where this road is. I'm going to keep the road continuing alongside this highway here. Right, and I think what I'm gonna do is I want some form of master junction up the top here to kind of reconnect this stuff to the main highway. Just down there, back there, right. Alright, so we got the big boy interchange. Alright, same thing on this side. This will connect to this, but we're also going to have a junction here where this will connect in. So we're going to get... change down here. In fact, if I do that, I can keep it going straight over. That is perfect. It is perfect, mate. Not so perfect how it's not lining up nicely though. I just have a little thing to do with the snapping. Yep, it was to do with the snapping. That's really not what you want, though, is it? They have to lose that like exit there, which also makes it way less useful. So maybe I should just alright, I should have built it further back. I knew I should have, but anyway, it is what it is. This way people still have enough room so they can change lanes safely before getting off the, well, not highway, but highway. Built like a highway, acts like a highway, practically a highway, bro. I just feel like everyone's now just gonna cut across this way as well. Watch. Bro. It's not made for that, bro. Just made for better connection to the sea for my peoples. Alright, we have to go from here up and over this rail line. yeah, that works. And then this will have to take a sharp turn. I'm gonna probably do it like this though, just so I can keep that highway going all the way along here down to the ends. What this does is when I get stuff built down this end, we can connect off of this road instead of using certain local roads. Just makes it that little bit faster. So we got a basic idea of our road network coming together. This is actually going to continue from here as the 4-lane highway type road that we're using. That's going to connect there. Just gives everything alternate connections. Anywhere in the city you want to go, you can drive there pretty quickly. And because of the types of roads we're using, it shouldn't split up the city too much. Alright, so let's get our first city area district set up. So let's do this bottom corner first. Yeah, not bad. We need to find a good name for it though, which I don't know yet. I'm gonna leave it for now because I don't know. I need good names before I name it. Oh, we got the big 6-lane road. So we're gonna need to build off of this road for maximum benefits from this. So I don't want too many side connections off that road, so I'm being kind of careful how I do this. But yeah, this one here is gonna be dealing with this entire bottom section, which will build out. Alright, yeah, that's fine, because that deals with that side. and we can get another kind of feeder road going up. We'll just have one to cover this little section. And it will have its own fork going this way. By doing it like this, it kind of splits the traffic up a bit as well. Although I don't know what I'm going to do exactly down this end. I'm probably going to have to continue this and split off into two different sets of distribute roads. Alright, so got power lines here, so I'm going to build around those. And get away with a road like this, just as long as there's a roundabout on the end there. Might as well just connect this side too. Alright, so I also need to check for industry because we don't really do much industry usually, but I kind of want to focus on a specialized industry this time. So we do have oil drilling. There's offshore oil drilling. Or mining. This could end up being the ore area, which could be an issue. Just because it is right where the main road is, but anyway. Screw it, mining sector, mate. Just on this side of this road, but it is a pretty big area for it. There's a lot of mining that can happen there, and we can do the same on the other side too. Products. You know what, it's fine, we'll just stick with the one for now. Where's our wind direction going? So wind is blowing this way. So it turns out this is actually going to be on our industrial section. Alright, I can work with that. Let me just double check something. Alright, now my saves are working. I don't know why it wasn't working before. It's so annoying, it just didn't save my sentence. Even though it was just working fine for ages, and then all of a sudden update the game, it's like, yo, nah, not anymore, big man. It's not working anymore. Yeah, alright, so we got this whole side done. We got this. Let's go. Right, that should split that traffic nicely there. And then this way, get our proper connections that we're supposed to have. This definitely doesn't need to be a big road like this anymore, though. This should be a 4-lane. Something like this. It's a little bit overkill, but it's fine. In fact, no, it's not. Just get rid of it. Oh, simple solution. That whole area is covered, which is good. This also needs some kind of, just to take that space there, over here. Alright, let's see. I still need to do this little section too, which is fine. I'll just do this. That over there, and to fill that gap, do the same on this side. Damn it, why'd you always... Let's get the extra roundabouts. And at the top, why not? We'll get a fountain. Alright, so I need to also check the power cables. She seems okay now. this side it needs a reconnect. That's pretty simple. It's just because we changed this a little bit here. But where are the old ones? Or is this actually the entry point? Maybe this is the entry point that they left. Well, not the one we're using. So this whole sector is gonna be industrial. Not over here though. Alright, so we're temporarily gonna zone this like so. This area here will be for housing, which we need to design and designate this area. This is also going to be classed as its own little district here. I said Ivy Junction. I mean, sure, bro. I need to name everything, but we haven't thought about that yet. Maybe that's something I'll do once we get some people moved in. I'll do a similar thing to what I did on the other side. You kind of go all the way around with this road. I'm not going to make this road do too much, I'm just going to have it cover this little section here between these two roads. Just gonna do that there. Alright, so that works for me. Of course we're gonna need to get roundabouts though, because this is gonna be a major issue now. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna populate our city a little bit. So let's get some housing in. We're actually gonna get some high density straight away over here near the lake. I also didn't district this area, which is something I need to do. Probably be extended out just to the railway instead of the road. Yeah, that will all count as the same area. Whereas on the other side it's a little bit different, but anyway. Alright, that's our high density zone. I'm gonna get row housing for our medium density. It's just gonna go along these side streets. And the main street is just gonna have low density housing. In fact, I'm using the wrong type. So we're gonna get some low density detached along this main road here. And then what we'll do is we'll have the shops for now gonna be along here. Hopefully that should be enough, but we're gonna now need to get electricity, all that good stuff sorted out for the peoples. Get a nuclear power plant, a big one. It's hardly overlapping, my guy. I'll chuck that right there. That's a great spot for it. So we get the big nuclear power plant, which also comes with power lines that need to be connected. Cool. So they're gonna keep moaning about that now. No, we're good now. Alright. Right, now I get the connection from this. This is just gonna go straight underneath and connect there. And that way you can still export electricity if needed. So they need the water and sewage. Let's get the Japanese water treatment plant, why not? Look at the garbage. Okay. It's gonna go over here then. She's the lake. Right, need to edit this as well. There is no right turns here. It's literally as simple as for accessing that, and that's it. No other reason anyone should be going on that road. Alright, and then so we need healthcare and deathcare. Let's get a modern hospital. Now we want the hospitals to be on the main road, so we get the main modern hospital over here. And we're gonna get a medical clinic over near this area. Also gonna get another hospital down by this area here, if it will let me. We'll do it there. So we got another hospital here as well. That should give us good coverage with hospitals for a while anyway. We get crematoriums. We got 3 of those along here. We get a cemetery as well. That maybe goes here. Yeah, that works. Put it down there. And now actually get another 2 of those on the end there. Plenty death care in my city. Let's hope we don't need it. Anyway. An urban fire station, okay. Where's the UK one though? Alright, UK fire station. Let's get one there, and then we're gonna need a big fire station for helicopter depot. That could be important too. Chuck that there, and then let's get a community firehouse there and a city firehouse there, because it's going to be high risk, this area, compared to everything else. Disaster control. Yeah, we could get some shelters. Just get 2 shelters in the city for now. Should be plenty. Alright, we get a police station over here. Also gonna get headquarters. Well, a big building down here, and that should do. We need a prison. Let's get a prison as well. The prison is gonna go way off here, so we are way out in the distance for now. Kindergarten, eh? There you go, have one. So we need a welfare office. That's gonna go along this road at the end here. Also a city hall. I'm gonna put our city hall along here. Now we need parks. Let's get the maintenance depot first. Let's get some big parks done. Alright, I think that should help a bit over here. And we'll get a modern art museum down as well. Should get some tourists in. It's actually going to go right next to our city hall. So we're going to need postal services too.